if you know me, those that know me know I'm a die-hard United fan. So there was only one way I could start this week, Simply News, and I don't even know how to put it into words, so I'll just let the soundbite do it for me. So this week, Simply News, we're starting in one place, and that is with this man right here.
Here he comes. Oh, my word! Can you believe the genius of this man? What a hit! David James stood like a statue, and already United are 2 up, both from Cristiano Ronaldo.
That is right. Cristiano is back. Cristiano.
My mind. I'm done. 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 I'm done.
Woo! What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Simply J-Halliday. For those of you who do not know me, my name is J-Halliday. For those of you that do know me, what is up, my beautiful people? And it is a great Tuesday evening, August 31st. I say great because your boy has great news with regards to the Simply News, great news with regards to the Freestyle, great news with regards to the Simply Music, and just great news in general overall. It's coming into the fall. We got soccer season starting, football season starting. Obviously, I'm doing with my job. I coach, so I got my season starting, and just good vibes all around. The last episode, I didn't really do too much promo on. We kind of just did it and put it out. It was a quieter episode, but this week, definitely full go. We got some unbelievable news for United, some decent news for the Eagles, although I'm not as optimistic, and some good news on the music front. A lot of people dropped really good music this week. And of course Kanye West, but we'll get to that later. So I just wanted to start with Simply News this week, and I could only honestly, if you know me, those that know me know I'm a die-hard United fan. So there was only one way I could start this week, Simply News, and I don't even know how to put it into words, so I'll just let the soundbite do it for me. So this week, Simply News, we're starting in one place, and that is with this man right here.
Here he comes. Oh, my word! Can you believe the genius of this man? What a hit! David James stood like a statue, and already United are 2 up, both from Cristiano Ronaldo.
That is right. Cristiano is back. Cristiano. Very excited for this. This guy was my favorite player when I was probably between the ages of 9 and 13. I had every single Ronaldo kit from when we went from Vodafone to AIG as our sponsors. And this guy is just is a huge part of United, a huge part of me, huge part of football in general. I mean, let's be honest, him and Messi are probably the 2 greatest of all time, both of which went transferred. Messi's now in PSG, but we don't care about that. We're going to talk about Ronaldo. This man, 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League, 7 league titles in 3 different countries, 1 European Championship for Portugal, 1,074 appearances, 783 goals, 226 assists. The man pretty much gives you a goal a game, or is involved in a goal a game throughout his career. Just sickening numbers. And the fact that he's now in the front line of United again, and he's come back to Manchester when he was at first strongly linked with City, and he was on his way to getting castrated by basically all the supporters that loved him at United. Sir Alex made a quick ring, called him up, talked to him for about 27 minutes on the phone, and just basically that was it. The deal was agreed. We knew he wanted out of Juventus, but it got to the point where it was so bad there that he was like, look, he was agreeing personal terms with clubs before clubs had decided what figure they were going to play. So he basically goes to these clubs and says, I'll play for you if you pay me this X amount. And then he would agree personally, and then that club would have to go to the other club and communicate and say, well, what are we going to work out? And he agreed. He spoke on the phone with Pep on Thursday of last week and said, I'll play for you if you pay me this. And Pep said, we'll pay you this. So it was like verbally agreed. They agreed on verbal terms, and it came out in the news, and every United fan was just like, it was because you just don't go to City or Liverpool if you've played for Manchester United, especially if you were one of the best players on the planet at United at the time and then won the Ballon d'Or. It's one thing if you're Owen Hargreaves, if you're Carlos Tevez, some of the guys who have done it in the past that they weren't really ever the main guy. This is one of the best players ever and was the main guy for us. I mean, we Real Madrid, he became a legend, but we are the ones who developed him. Sir Alex Ferguson's the one who developed this guy. So, yeah, to see him come back is just phenomenal. The lineup now, you'd think you'd have him at striker. You'd think you'd have Sancho has to be a starter on the outside. And then I think when Rashford gets back, he'll be in there. But this is only going to develop Greenwood, who's been phenomenal so far to start the season. Scored the winner last weekend. And this kid's only 20 years old. So Ronaldo's going to make him only better. But you've got to say Ronaldo, Rashford, Sancho with Martial and Greenwood as reinforcements up there. It's absolutely fantastic. And then in the midfield, Pogba, Bruno, of course, who's going to be our guy playmaker from years to come. Him and Ronaldo on the same international team linking up together. We still have a problem at the 6. We've got Scott McTominay, but he's hurt right now. So we've got Fred in there. That's still our weakest position. And, of course, our back 4 where we signed Varane now. So we've got him with Maguire, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and then David De Gea, who made a save of the season so far last week. If you haven't seen it, go look that up. And he's rejuvenating his career. So you've got Champions League medals in this team. I mean, Varane played his debut, scored an assist from center back. I don't think we've had any center backs with assists in ages. Maybe Lindelof had one the other week for Bruno. That was it. I mean, this guy comes into your team and is an impact right away. So very exciting stuff about United. The only downside is this is a lot of pressure on Ole now, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the coach. I mean, you can't just. You really have to win a trophy. The pressure's on. You can no longer just go out there and you can't just put out all these guys every week and say, go win the game. You have to manage the team. You have to stabilize the fitness. You have to make sure players are staying fit for the bigger games. You have to know how to beat, a away game at Southampton in the midweek, and then you have to know how to go and win in the Champions League later on. I mean, it's a tough. As a manager, and we've got all the eyes on us now with Cristiano back. So it's a lot of pressure on Ole. I think we need to win a trophy this season. I like Ole a lot. I think you can get it done. But whether or not that's a league title or a domestic trophy or Champions League, we need to be successful in Europe, and we need to win a trophy, and we need to win the league within the next 2 years, I would say. Not the pressure's on. You've got Cristiano back. The fans demand titles. So... But yeah, all in all, fantastic news that he's back. Transitioning to the Eagles. So for those of you that have heard me talk about the Eagles before, I'm not the biggest fan of Jalen Hurts. I don't think he's going to be that good. But now we put a lot more pressure on him getting Gardner Minshew in the team and trading for him. I don't understand why you get Carson Wentz out of the team, you get Doug Peterson out of the team, and you basically change your whole coaching staff when we won the Super Bowl in 2017 to give this kid a shot and say, no, we're riding with Jalen Hurts. And then you play the entire preseason, and then 2 weeks before the season starts, you trade for Gardner Minshew to compete for the starting quarterback job. It's basically like saying, we don't actually think you're that good. Basically, that's what that's saying. They're telling him, we need to have an option just in case you can't get it done or get hurt, because we don't think Joe Flacco is a potential starting quarterback. We think see him as a backup and a veteran leadership. And I would agree with them, but why wait this whole time? Why, if you're gonna make that, pick, have some courage in your conviction. Go out there and give this guy the job and give him a chance, and don't bring in a guy who's going to compete with him and add that pressure in the toughest city ever to play in Philadelphia, in the NFL. In my opinion, the toughest fans. So I just didn't understand that, but I'm happy that we have competition at that position. I think there's a reason Jalen Hurts was ranked 31 out of 32 out of every single starting quarterback in the league. Only by NFL.com, only Tyrod Taylor was ranked lower. That's a sign. I mean, I don't think we're going to be that good. I'm going to go through the schedule here with you now, and you guys can obviously leave in the comments or tell me in person how you feel. But this is what I have. I have a win in the first week of the season. That's just me being optimistic. We're at Atlanta, at the Falcons, mainly because the Falcons aren't that good either. They suck. But then I have versus 49ers, loss. At Cowboys, loss. Versus Chiefs, definitely a loss. At Panthers, I have a loss. They could win that game, though, but I have a loss. Versus Bucks, definite loss, Super Bowl champions. At Raiders, I have a loss. I think if they lose this, this and the Panthers game are kind of interchangeable. I could see a win or a loss in either of those columns, but I say a loss. I think John Gruden's a better coach than Sirianni. At Lions, win. I think the Lions are not a good team. I think we can beat the Lions. Versus Chargers, loss. At Broncos, very tough place to play, and Teddy Bridgewater now is their quarterback, loss. Versus Saints, loss. They got Winston now. He just got the LASIK eye surgery. I think that's a loss. At Giants, win. Giants suck as well. At Jets, win. Jets suck. We have a bye that week, and then versus Washington out of the bye, I have a loss because I think Washington's defense is far too good. And at that point, Ryan Fitzpatrick, I think that magic will be working. Versus Giants, win. As I said, Giants suck, and we're home in that game. At Washington, loss. And then typical Eagles, I think, versus Dallas last game of the season, I think we'll win. The game won't mean anything at all, but we'll still win. So we'll end the season on a win. That's 6-11 because you got to remember there's an extra week this year. 6-11 is atrocious. And that's me being optimistic. I actually could see us going 5-12. I don't think we're winning any more than 7 games. And if we do, it'll be because Jalen Hurts steps up and plays really well and is our guy, because you need to have your best player should be your quarterback if you want to have any chance of winning. There's only a few exceptions, like Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry, who where their team can be competitive and win the Super Bowl. You can legitimately say this team can win, and their quarterback is not their best player. Look at every other team around the league that's competing. Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson's their best player. Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers their best player. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes their best player. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady, best player probably ever. I mean, you look at these teams and they have franchise guys. We just don't have one. So, let me know what you think, but I have us at 6-11. Not that good. And then last thing of Simply News, Donda. Donda dropped on the 29th. There was some controversy around this one because it wasn't supposed to come out. Kanye had like a little bit of disagreement with his label, and then they apparently released it when he didn't give the permission. It still is number 1 in 180 different countries, which is unbelievable. Kind of expected, but unbelievable. I've listened to it twice. I still got to listen to it a little bit more. I was gonna have that be one of the Simply Music songs this week, but I need some more time with it to really digest and figure out which ones I like. Intro was very weird. The Donda chant was very weird. It's definitely Kanye. It's definitely very Kanye, but I don't know. I think I would have enjoyed it a little better if there wasn't like so much hype and buzz around it, just bringing so much eyes to it. It's typical Kanye, but like there was some good pieces in this album that I think might have got overlooked because of all the listening parties and all the crazy shit he was doing before. Instead of just kind of doing promo and then like dropping it. I think part of me thinks this guy's a trouble guy, and I think he just all this kind of buzz he was getting and all this anticipation of when's Donda gonna drop, and then it gets dropped. It's almost like for him it's like a big like everyone's now just gonna listen to it, and then it's gonna be the next thing that's talked about, and he wants to be relevant and be talked about. He wants to be. I mean, this is a guy who's battled mental health issues and has been very public about some of his outbursts. I think this guy's kind of fearing in a way people not mentioning his name as much, and this whole Donda release and stuff. If you went on Instagram and Twitter over the past month, like everything, you could scroll through for like 4 or 5 minutes, and you would see at least 1 or 2 Donda things, like whether it's a meme about when it's dropping or some sort of like crazy thing. So this is a guy who I think is a little bit troubled and might be panicking a little bit now that the album's dropped and people aren't receiving it as well as he might have hoped. At the same time, it's still a fire album. I still think it's really good. It's more like almost like a movie at this point. The whole thing I think is an hour and 28 minutes, like if you listen to start to finish. So look, he's a crazy polarizing figure, and I'll always respect him. But I don't know. I still have mixed feelings about Donda, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about Donda, and let me know which song is your favorite. I think I'm going to have a Simply Music record off Donda next week. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Okay, so that was this week's Simply News. There was a lot of stuff. So this week's Simply Freestyle, I'm going to have a nice little short, sweet one. I think I got this EP. It's going to come out at the end of the month. My other project's doing really well, and this EP is going to be kind of similar vibes, just picking up off that positive energy, a lot of bouncy tracks, and 5 or 6 records where you can listen to it and go to the grocery store and come back, and you're you've listened to the whole thing. It's like 20 minutes instead of, this isn't no Donda shit where it's going to be like an hour and 20 minutes where you listen to the whole thing. It's high energy buzz records. That's really what I'm going for. So I've got a producer called Voper Beats, who he's going to be doing one of the songs on my album. I'm going to do this Simply Freestyle is actually recorded. I got a session tonight to finish that, but it's actually recorded and it's going to be on the album. And then the Simply Music, I'm going to go show you guys a sneak peek of one of the records that's on the album as well. So it's pretty cool, Simply Music and Simply Freestyle this week, because you kind of get to see both of those things. But this guy's Voper Beats. He's actually from Quebec. Shout out AK 3K Dom right now is in Quebec with his girl. He's talking about moving there. He says it's a beautiful place. So yeah, this guy's from Quebec. The song is going to be called Misunderstood. And I think that's just, I love that title because I feel misunderstood all the time when it comes to this industry. I feel like I'm always trying to people think I'm always trying to do something else or get something out of it, or like think I am a certain way because I'm like a white guy who's like trying to who likes rap music and trying to make music, but like it's genuinely like keeps me alive. It's like therapy for me when I write my music. It's just like it saves my life. If I ever have moments where I'm kind of freaking out or don't know what to do, don't know my next move, I can just take my phone out, I can put on a beat, and I can really get in my zone and write these things down, where if I was keeping it inside, I don't know what would happen. So some people have journals, some people go to therapists and speak, some people have a strong support system, which I do as well. I just think that if I didn't have music, I don't know what I would do. And that's basically the whole point of why I put out so many records and do this kind of stuff, is because I want people to like it, and I care about what people think, but it's not going to stop me. It never would and never will. So yeah, this is kind of an example of that kind of thing. It's called Misunderstood, and it's by Voper Beats. Voper Beats, VOPOR Beats. My jam party. Yeah. Shawty bad. Shawty bad. Yeah. Oh my God, shawty bad. I think that I should. Gotta ask if she got a man. Hey girl, it's good. Looking back, I think I was just misunderstood. Looking back, I think I was just misunderstood. Trying to hold on to whatever you want. I wasn't thinking about raising the bar. They ain't want me to be anything special, I knew it, it's why I've been going so hard. They trying to hurt me, they've been trying to scar me, and really you know who you are. I wanted more than them, they trying to pretend that I am not really a star. You were the one who said it would be better, now you the one who be making a scene. You were the one who said it was whatever, but now you admitting that it wasn't me. There she go again, pointing the finger at anybody but herself. I've been a force again, dominating, I think they the ones needing the help. Yeah, went to school, got my degree in just 3 years, cause I work hard, so bitch I'll be damned if they telling me I can't be here. Got me pissed off, look at them and it's no class, so I ain't pay them no test. Money keeping them so stressed, so I had to go get this paper. Ay, oh my God, shawty bad, I think that I should. Gotta ask if she got a man. Hey girl, it's good. Looking back, I think I was just misunderstood. Looking back, I think I was just misunderstood. Trying to hold on to whatever you want. I wasn't thinking about raising the bar. They ain't want me to be anything special, I knew it, it's why I've been going so hard. They trying to hurt me, they've been trying to scar me, and really you know who you are. I wanted more than them, they trying to pretend I am not really a star. No. Whoa, I am not really a star, no. Hey. Fantastic beat, catchy, Trippy Red, my guy. Trippy Red type beat. His album came out too. That's some fire music as well. Go check that out. But yeah, that Mr. Rage type high energy. I got a couple of those on the album. So yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna end with some Simply Music. I told you I wanted to give you a sneak preview of Troublemaker. It's a song that's gonna be on my album. It's by a producer called Gerard. I'll pick a Donda track next week, but yeah, this is a fun record. It's not quite done yet. It's not quite mixed yet, but It's mixed enough that I wanted to show you the concept of how it's going to be. So yep. Thank you for this week. It was a fun episode. United, great things. Eagles, okay things. We'll see what happens. And this week's Simply Music is Troublemaker.
Don't be angry with George.
Oh my God, yeah. She said, oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Gerardo.
Tryna shade me, so I gotta keep my cool, damn. Play this shit like it's a classic, it's a new jam. Don't you tell me you got problems, no solution. I'm a troublemaker, so this shit ain't nothing new. Level-headed, no, I get it and it's clean. Same one started with me, still rocking with me. Don't you tell me you got problems, we gon' see. Troublemaker, so this shit ain't nothing new. I would still stay in my lane, I made my lane hot. They'll do anything if it gon' make their name pop. Ain't no sellout, no I'm blessed. Ain't investing what they saying. They can't touch me like I'm walking between the raindrops. Yeah. Oh shit, my bad. I've been living too fast, worried that I might crash. She said, Jay, I do not get how you been living like that. Hoping that it might pass. Do my dance like Mike Jack, yeah. Tryna shade me, so I gotta keep my cool. Whoa, only like cause I know they can't take the truth. No, same ones hating, they won't ever let me do me though. They mad I became a titan like I'm Julio. Heard you talking like we friends, but you don't know me. Tryna cost me like I'm paying alimony. Friends and family I can trust when I am lonely. On an island like it's Coney, most these people really phony. Say she want me, she ain't want me at my worst. Only trust someone who wanna put me first. Tried to curse me, had to hit them where it hurts. In her pocket, damn I'm taking off just like a rocket. Tryna shade me, so I gotta keep my cool, damn. Play this shit like it's a classic, it's a new jam. Don't you tell me you got problems, no solution. I'm a troublemaker, so this shit ain't nothing new. Level-headed, no I get it and it's clean. Same one started with me, still rocking with me. Don't you tell me you got problems, we gon' see. I'm a troublemaker, so this shit ain't nothing new.